Hello, it's Dr. Rogini. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be talking about how to reverse if you have numbed yourself into your life. So we choose how we want to live. We can either numb ourselves into our life, or we can live prosperous, or we can live with all these stuck energies. So today what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you this, to recognize these signs and how to break it, okay? You might not be able to solve everything right away, but you can get started. That's the key. I've been practicing over 17 years and I've been seeing thousands and thousands of my clients, and I see this common pattern. And this pattern can show up in different forms, especially if you're not aware of it. You can actually miss it and you think your life is very miserable. You may see life as stuck. You may see life as non-vibrant, okay? And it is a habit. So let me just break this down first. First of all, it's a habit. You created that. Now you have to uncreate that. If you feel like you resonate with this, continue watching. If you don't, please do not watch it now. Maybe down the road you might resonate with this, okay? Because feeling numb in life is also, it's a choice, right? So you might feel comfortable feeling numb, and you might not want to get out of it because it feels safe. It feels secure, and it feels like comfortable, okay? So what you need to do is, today what I will do is I will share with you a few signs, and sorry about my dog, 1 second. This is the most funniest part. My dog, she's communicating with the neighbor's dog, and it never really happens like this. The first time it happens when I'm doing this video. So I might pause this for a second. So when I talk about in terms of numbing your way out of it, so let me give you the first sign that you might be experiencing, and you might resonate with this. And just want to let you know, when you're experiencing all these symptoms, let's not say symptoms, when you're experiencing all this, please do not put yourself down, and please do not judge yourself, because that's something you're experiencing because you didn't know. You don't know what to do about it. And the more we judge ourselves, the more we become uncomfortable about our past. You're actually holding yourself back to come out of that numbness. So you just have to see it as like an observer, and then just recognize it, feel it, and then move forward. Okay? So you have to become non-judgmental with yourself and with people around you. Okay? So number one, what most people experience, they stop feeling life. They experience life in terms of, at the deepest core, they can't even experience that anymore. They're just literally stuck, okay? They can't get into their heart center. They can't get into their solar plexus at the root chakra. It's just, they can't have fun anymore. They can't have that play anymore. They can't have that beauty. Even if they try to have some fun, it feels, I don't want to do this. It's whatever, right? So that's how you feel. And if you feel that, that's because you have numbed your way out of it. It's not because that whatever you're dealing with, or you want to experience some joy, whatever that thing is, it's not because it doesn't resonate with you. It's because you numbed your way out of it, okay? So I can give you thousands of examples, but I hope just this should kind of make you aware. So you could be playing board games with your kids, or you can go out for a nature walk, but you're not feeling the bird, you're not hearing the birds, you're not feeling nature, you're just walking. There is no connection with nature. That's what I'm talking about. So once you start connecting again at the core, you're getting yourself out of that numbness. You're starting opening up your heart. You're starting to open up your solar plexus, your root center, and you start feeling your foot on the ground. You're like grounded, okay? And this is happening more and more, especially with tons of social media, especially when you start watching social media and you're scrolling down, right? You're so focused, you're forgetting to feel in the body. Okay, especially social media or any forms of those shorts, they switch to one topic to another different topic. So you're kind of literally going from different things to different things, and it becomes this chaotic noise to your nervous system. So your nervous system is basically numbing itself out and it's closing itself. And it could be from so many reasons. And let's not go into the reasons, because the more we start to find out why, we're going to get stuck in the finding out. Okay? This is why it's so important to have a coach and mentor, because you don't get, as a coach will help you to quickly recognize and shift out of it. But if you did this yourself with and sitting down and trying to analyze, you will start going into this rabbit hole and you get stuck in that rabbit hole. You don't want that. Okay? So you want someone to guide you. And it's very important that you don't get stuck in that rabbit hole, because that it takes a lot of work to come back out of it. Okay? And I took beautiful notes. I just want to make sure I share all of it. And so let's say you used to enjoy cooking, and now you cook and you don't feel anything. You feel like you're just doing it because you have to cook, make a meal for yourself, make a meal for your family. That is an example where you kind of numbed yourself out of it. What if I told you, whatever you do, anything you touch, anything you feel, wherever you go, even if you had to do your job, wherever you're working, that if you don't enjoy that job, and I've told you that shift your mindset around it and see it in a whole new level and feel the prosperity and touch with prosperity and breathe with prosperity. Okay? Yes, I'm telling you, it sounds like it's very easy to do, but you have to, when I coach you, I actually tap into your centers and help you to recognize where you're stuck, and will help you to unfold that. So your flower starts to blossom again. Okay? And if you feel like you can relate with this, please don't wait. Like, start working on it. The longer you wait, the numbness becomes so hard. It takes a lot of work to break that. You feel like you're you feel like you're rigid. You feel like there's this hard wall around you, and it gets harder and harder to break it. Okay? So another thing, if you recognize, number 2, if you keep repeating about the same problem over and over again. So let me give you different kind of examples. Let's say you're suffering with some form of pain, lower back pain. Your laser focus on that lower back pain. You forget everything about you. And that lower back pain becomes a bigger problem, a bigger problem, a bigger problem, to the point that lower back pain starts to dominate you. Now you cannot see what's around you. Now you cannot see all the beauty around you. Now you've lost touch with the world, and you've lost touch with your body. Okay? So you got to be super aware if you're doing this. Another example could be also, let's say you've lost a loved one, and you are a mother, and you have, okay, let me give you a different example. This is actually a story in my clinic, okay? So let's say you're a mother and you have children and you lost one of your child, okay? And I hear you. I've lost my loved one too, okay? So when you get stuck in that loss for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and then it gets stronger and stronger, you start forgetting what's around you, your other children, okay? And you get lost in the loss, and that's not the whole point about life. Life has to move forward. And this is a deep scenario. Like, so if you experience that, please get help, because sometimes it's very hard to get out of it by yourself. You need some support here, okay? Another example could be it's a lower back pain or financial. So if let's say you reached a certain level in life and you made your dream life, and all of a sudden there's a financial crisis. You lost everything, right? So if you never lost anything and that's your first loss, you're going to get attached to that and you're going to get laser focused about the loss, and you forget about who you are, what you have created, and where you are in life. Okay? I hope this really resonates with you and you can see it. This is for you to get out of this. Okay? Out of this trap. It is a trap. Okay? We can easily drift, as Napoleon Hill says. Drifting is such a common thing with humans. 95% of the population drifts. Okay? And the drifting can be very subtle. You might not even notice that drifting is happening in your life. You'd be like, yes, I'm good. Everything is going good. Right? And it's such a subtle form because you think, yes, I'm focused on trying to rebuild my life. I'm trying to focus on rebuilding this loss. But you get so focused in the rebuilding, you forget what's around you. You forget what's within you. You forget to be in touch with your body. Okay? It's very essential that you recognize this. There's so many different forms I can share with you, but again, I want to keep this video very simple. If you want to learn more about this, I will make a lot of future courses, but at this moment, I have created a Shakti method course. It's such a beautiful course that will help you to get out of this numbness. It is a 6-step process to tap back into your body. I use certain yogic principles in there and certain muscle contractions, certain awareness of your emotions. And it is non-structured course because the structure will actually stop you from tapping in. So it's more a softness into getting into your body again and to start feeling your body. Okay, once you start feeling yourself, it's much easier to create your beautiful, prosperous life because prosperity is around you all the time. It's right now in this moment. It's not there in the future. It's not in the past. It's right now. You're in it. I hope you can feel it as I'm talking about this. I hope you can feel your heart as I'm talking about this. If you feel like you need to cry, it's good. You're releasing it. Okay? Your resistance being released. And the more resistance is being released, you're able to create your desired life much easier. Okay? So number 3 is difficulties to sit in one place, even for 5-10 minutes, just to recognize feel the air, breathe, feel your breath, feel that prosperity in your breathing, and hear what's around you. Touch and feel your body. That is being in the present moment. God gave us vision, hearing, touch, all the flavors of life is because God wants us to feel it. Okay? And how do you feel when you're constantly moving, constantly doing, constantly keeping yourself busy, constantly doing things that might not even serve you? You might just do it because you want to keep yourself busy. Okay? And I feel like people who were born in the 50s and 60s, they tend to do that more because they were trained of hard work. Yes, you need to work. You need to do your things. But because they've been programmed into a constant doing, they forget to feel the moment. And the way they feel the moment, what they do is they watch TV, they do something else, they clean the house. So you're still doing something else again. Where's that moment where you just sit and just like, wow, I'm doing amazing. I love the bird sound. I just hear my birds in the background. Okay, so I love this life. Wow, I can breathe. Wow, I can smell again. Okay, small things like that. Number 4, okay, I think I already kind of shared number 4. So let me, kind of shared everything together. So you know what? So let me just kind of summarize this together. Okay, I shared all the important points. So what you need to do is to be able to take a moment. But if you're trapped in that numbness, in that the rock hard feeling, you might not even be able to sit down for a second, because it's going to feel very uncomfortable. It's going to make you feel guilty. It's going to make you feel painful. You might experience deep discomfort, emotional discomfort, to be able to sit down, because you feel like you have to constantly do something. Our brain, our nervous system is programmed that way over the years, where we have to keep ourselves constantly busy. This could be even reading books. It's important to read books and build your knowledge, build your wisdom. But if you keep reading and not implementing that wisdom, you're just reading to read, to have some constant noise to your brain. You're not embodying that energy. You're not taking a moment and stepping and processing it. And especially that, if you try to read a book like fast, and then you go to the next book, where's that moment to process? Where's the moment to integrate? If you're a runner, imagine if you keep running, or a sprinter, if you keep sprinting, where's the moment to rest and rejuvenate so you're ready for the next game? Okay? So if you keep yourself busy, you are going to numb yourself out. And once you numb yourself out, you can feel it. This video was made so you can have some awareness about it. You may start having joint pain. You may have this feeling of stuckness, feeling of loss, non-satisfied, like deep unsatisfaction. That's all part of it. Those feelings are all drifting feeling, according to Napoleon Hill. Okay? So, if you start purchasing that, once you start purchasing the Shakti Method course and you start working on it, you're going to get yourself out of it. Okay? But you cannot expect to be doing this in the 6 steps in 3 days, and you expect to be out of it right away. It takes time. It takes repetition. The more you repeat yourself, your nervous system starts to think differently, because you're now rewiring your nervous system. So it takes a little time. It cannot be done in 2 days or 3 days or 4 days. It can take days. Okay? So once you take that course and start working on it, make sure you dedicate some time for that. Okay? And remember, this course is not this analytical, this over structural, because the whole point is to get out of that stuckness. Okay? To loosen up your body so you can create more of that dream life, create more prosperity, breathe more prosperity, and feel more prosperity in this moment. This is the moment. If you don't have this moment, you're not going to enjoy the future moments, because you don't even know how to enjoy this moment. Okay? So please don't forget to subscribe to my page, and send some hearts. I always love that. And we'll see you back on the future videos. Thank you.